Good morning and welcome back. Today we have Sirena Fritz, Director of Cardiovascular Services at Piedmont Macon, joining us. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad to have you back. We have a really important topic. We are talking about outreach and what Piedmont Macon is doing. And so I want to talk about it. What type of outreach is Piedmont doing for the community?
So one thing, as far as Piedmont's having a campaign that talks about know your numbers. And know your numbers means, do you know your blood pressure level? Do you know what your blood glucose is? Do you know what your weight is? And all these things contribute as far as, your risk factors for heart disease, your risk factors for stroke and diabetes. And so we're doing a lot of community outreach in different ways to be able to help people to know their numbers. And one of the things that we have coming up and that I wanted to talk to you today about is some of the community classes that we're offering through the Macon Volunteer Clinic.
That is incredible. Now, tell me more about those community classes. What are you guys offering?
So these community classes are going to talk about as far as Medicare. They're going to talk about Diabetes 101, about diet, because if we don't manage our diet well, then we'll have trouble, getting our numbers under control as far as our salt intake. Actually going through menopause. Let's talk about our numbers when we look at as far as women going through menopause and what that means and the importance of mammograms. Everything related to everybody's health. Breathing, we're hitting a little bit now more into some allergy season too. People that have some fall allergies, talking about asthma or COPD, so we're going to have a class related to that. It's just basically trying to help people to improve their general health, because we realize so many times we don't take time for ourselves.
That's right.
We focus on others and we don't really focus on ourselves, and we want to be around for other people.
Right, we need to be around. Now, what time are the classes and where are they going to be held?
So these classes are going to be as far as the second Monday of every month.
Okay.
And they're from 5:15 to 6:15, and they're going to be at 770 Walnut Street, and that's at the Macon Volunteer Clinic. And so you don't have to be seen at the Macon Volunteer Clinic to be able to participate in these classes. We encourage everybody to come, and they're free of charge.
Wow, that is incredible. Now, like you said, it's free, and I want to point that out. Now, what's the next class, and how can people sign up to attend?
Great.
How do we get them to you?
So the next class is going to be our Breathe Easy class. That's where we're going to talk about as far as managing asthma and COPD, as far as, and it's going to be October 13th. And again, as far as they can just show up to the class, and we would love to have them.
And I want to talk about that. You have all these classes, and it really is important to Piedmont and to you. Why is it so important that you're educating the community on their numbers and trying to help them out? Why is that so important?
Well, because so many people don't realize, like we talk about high blood pressure, that's the silent killer.
Right.
As far as people could have elevated blood pressure, it's causing damage to their heart, to their kidneys. It could lead to higher risk for stroke. And we live in the South, and we like to cook with our fat back. We like to have everything that's got loaded with salt.
Yeah.
And that can just increase our blood pressure over time. And we want to make sure that everybody knows what their blood pressures are, knows what their blood sugar is, so that they have a chance to make a difference. Remember, you can make a difference today, and it's not huge things that you have to do, just not putting some extra salt on your plate.
Minor changes make a big outcome.
Right, for a long period of time. So we're trying to get that word out and really get some down home and really close to the community resources available to them so they know. And then if they have to have an intervention, or if they have problems, then we're happy to take care of them at Piedmont to help them solve those problems.
I love that. We are actually going to pull up some information for you so you can find out more about that class that we were just talking about. And you said October 3rd, right?
October 13th.
13th. I got the 3 there.
13th. There we go.
But there is that information, October 13th from 5:15 p.m. to 6:15 p.m. at the Macon Volunteer Clinic, which is located at Walnut Street. If you have any questions about this or resources through Piedmont, head on over to our website, 41NBC.com.